I fucking love you. Even if I don't know you, I fucking love you. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Alexis, or Lex. I prefer to be called Lex, so just a little side note. I don't know, it's not even a side note. What the fuck? Anyways, so I wanted to make a video about how my mom passed away. Before I get into this video, I just want to put a disclaimer. This video obviously talks about death. It also talks about mental health and suicide, so if you are easily triggered, please do not watch it. I'm not going to go like into detail, but I just want to explain what happened. If you are somebody who is suicidal or has suicidal tendencies or suicidal thoughts, I just want to tell you that I fucking love you. Even if I don't know you, I fucking love you. Your smile lights up the room. Your energy is radiant. You matter. You make people happy. You are worthy of a beautiful life. And you deserve to see tomorrow. And you deserve to feel all the love that you cannot give to yourself. With that being said, my mom committed suicide February 28th of 2021. My dad found her March 1st of 2021. And I'm not going to share how she committed suicide, but I will share that I cleaned up her suicide. Apparently there's like no services out there that like clean up that shit for you, so the family is literally left to do it, and I just think that's so fucked up. Also, if you hear little noises in the background, Elijah is playing with blocks literally like 2 feet from me, so sorry about that. Also, my fan is on, so you might hear the little ticking of the fan. But my mom was sick. Me, Myles, and Audrina go to grief counseling, and my grief counselor explained suicide as an illness that we can't see. It's like cancer. Some people get radiation and they heal. Some people get radiation and they die. Some people refuse radiation and they get better. Some people refuse radiation and they die. Same thing with suicide. People are sick, they have a disease inside their brain, and some people get help, they get better. Some people get help, they still commit suicide. Some people don't get help, they get better. Some people don't get help and they commit suicide. My mom was somebody who did not get help. We tried very hard. We did everything we could. I mean, I don't know if I completely believe that, but I tell myself we did everything we could. The year prior to her committing suicide, I actually had my mom committed to the psych ward, and they, guess what, did nothing to help. So not only is it a worldwide crisis that multiple people have depression, anxiety, suicidal thoughts, the whole list goes on, but the help that they receive sometimes literally makes it worse, and then shows people that it doesn't fucking matter. You're never gonna fucking get the help that you need, which makes people feel more defeated, because if I'm supposed to fucking go out and get help and the help doesn't work, what the fuck am I supposed to do after that? Am I right? Like, people give up hope because they tried to get help and then it didn't fucking help. I want to give a little background about my mom's and my relationship. Me and my mom always had a really rocky relationship, and 2 years prior to her dying, my sister died, and my mom was very unwell after my sister died, and me and my mom got into a huge fight when I was about 6 weeks pregnant with Elijah. The fight got physical, and then that night I started bleeding. The bleeding continued for like a month. The doctors finally saw on the ultrasound that my placenta tore due to intensive trauma. Maybe was because of mine and my mom's fight, maybe not. I mean, I personally think it was because I started bleeding the night that we got into a physical fight, and that's intensive trauma, right? Like, you can't physically fight while you're pregnant. But she wished that I lost the baby when we were fighting, and I know my mom didn't mean it, but it's still not okay. You can't wish something like that and then just think that sorry is gonna make it better. So I didn't see my mom barely at all for the last 2 years of her life, and I also didn't let my kids see her barely at all. And the amount of guilt that I have honestly could probably crush anyone else, but I've been through so much in my life that I just deal with it. My mom was very, very close to Myles, my oldest. Like, Myles was her sunshine, and honestly, I think that my mom was Myles' sunshine. Like, they just had a very, very deep, intertwined relationship. So not only do I have guilt for my mom, I have guilt for my son. And he's actually told me, I didn't think this would be so hard. And I don't want to cry because I just did my makeup. But he actually told me shortly after she died that he blames me and Jay. And since then, he has realized, like, it was nobody's fault. There was a lot of factors that played into it. Even though I know it's not my fault, I still blame myself. I think that me taking my kids from my mom was a big factor on why she wanted to die, because I took her happiness, right? And I did it to protect myself. And to protect my kids. But I never really thought about all the ways that my mom helped me with my kids. I kind of took my mom for granted. I think that a lot of people take their parents for granted, and then it doesn't really hit them until their parents pass away, all the things that their parents did for them. And my mom always thought that I hated her, but like, my first tattoo is for my mom. I have 2 tattoos for my mom now. But, and then too, like, anytime something would go wrong in my life, I would go to my mom's just to be around my mom, you know, like, even though she never made anything better, like, she was a psychotic ass bitch. Like, I can say that because I'm a psychotic ass bitch and I get it from my mom. But I don't even remember where that train of thought was going. I don't know, but yeah, so my dad is like forever changed because, like, she died and then she wasn't found for 24 hours later, and the way that she did it was very gruesome, and no husband or wife or sister, brother, anyone should have to find somebody that they love in that state. Like, I know that my dad is glad that he's the one that found her instead of one of my sisters or my sister's son, but it's still very traumatizing for him, and he likes to play it off like it's not, when we all know it is. He's not the same. If you watched my Thanksgiving vlog and made it all the way through, there was a part where my dad was like downstairs playing darts instead of spending time with the family. And I know it's just because it's hard for him to spend time with the family because my mom's not here anymore. And like that was his rock. And I just feel bad for my dad. I feel bad for my mom too, but my dad, I've always been a daddy's girl, and I just know it destroyed my dad inside to find her, and just to know that she did that to herself. My best friend Rachel, if you go way back on my YouTube channel, I have a best friend tag with her, and we have been best friends since 6th grade. She was like a part of our family. When my mom passed away, she flew out. She lives in Washington. I used to live in Washington. But as soon as I called Rachel, she dropped everything and flew out to Michigan to spend the week with me. And Rachel is actually who helped me clean up my mom's suicide. For a long time, I was really bitter towards my family because I'm the youngest out of everyone in my family, besides obviously the grandkids, or great-grandkids, like my kids and my sister's kids, but like out of like the grandkids, I'm the youngest. And I was the one that cleaned it up, obviously. And I just like was really bitter because I felt like I had no choice in the matter because nobody else was like jumping to do it. Nobody else was jumping to do it, and like I couldn't leave that there. Like I just felt like it needed to be cleaned up before we focused on anything else. So I did that. It honestly wasn't that bad. The part that was bad was that it was because my mom committed suicide. Like, obviously, like, with knowing that fact, like, this is what this is from, it is just traumatizing. Like, I'm literally traumatized by it. I got the call when I was reading with Myles. He was reading to me. And after I got the call, I could not sit and have him read to me because I was traumatized and like it triggered me, and I couldn't deal. And my mom guilt gets me because I'm like, your son should be able to read to you, and like I've worked past it. Like I'm able to listen to him read now, but for a while like I could not deal with it. The night that it happened, I swear, like, my family has, like psychic powers. Like, there's just so many weird things that happen that we're so in tune with the universe. And Audrina showed me that she was the night that my mom passed away, because she kept on coming to me and telling me, we need to go see Grandma. We need to go see Grandma. And I kept on telling her, like, no, baby, like, we're not going to see Grandma. It's 6 o'clock at night. Your bedtime's in an hour. And she just kept on coming and telling me, like, we need to go see Grandma. We need to go see Grandma. And the time that she was telling me that was literally when my mom was committing suicide. And so, like, I feel like, in a way, Audrina had, like, the inkling that something was wrong, but she was too little to express, like, hey, something's wrong. Like, I feel it in my body that something is wrong. And so I just kind of brushed it off, and I regret doing that every day. I don't know. It's just tough. Like, nobody should know what it feels like to lose somebody to suicide. No. I've always said suicide doesn't end the pain, it passes it on to everyone that loved you. And I know that's selfish, like, that's so selfish, because it's basically telling people that are suicidal that you should stay alive for other people so that they don't feel the pain that you were in from the pain of losing you. But you gotta you gotta find something, like, even if it's your fucking cat, or fucking plants, or your grandma, or your kids. Like, I've been suicidal my whole life, and like, since I was like 8 years old, I've fantasized about dying. And my kids are what keeps me here every day. Losing my sister and my mom and the kid's dad keeps me here every day. I actually haven't had like suicidal thoughts since my mom committed suicide, because it just changes you as a person, obviously. And in a way, I feel like God was like, you have to stay. He showed me what it feels like to lose a parent to suicide, which I could never do to my kids. And then he took my 2 oldest father away too. And so, like, I can't leave them, because then they're literally orphans. And I feel like everything happened the way it did to keep me here, in a way. That's the way that I look at it, at least. And then, I feel like the reason why... So, me and Frankie split up 2 years before he died. I stopped seeing my mom 2 years before she died. And I always wondered, like, why did this happen? Why did our relationships fall out when they did? And now I realize it was God's way of protecting me and my kids. Because if me and Frankie were still together, then they would be used to seeing their dad all the time, and he still would have died. If they were used to seeing my mom all the time, she still would have died. And so, yes, it's hard on them, but it would have been a lot harder if I didn't have those 2 years where we didn't really see them. Which doesn't make it better. Like, it still fucking sucks that they're dead. Like, I'm not saying that, oh, just because we didn't see them every day, it doesn't suck that they died, or it doesn't affect us, or we're not grieving over it. Because we obviously are grieving over it. It obviously sucks. It's a fucking shitty situation, but I try to look at the brighter side of things and try to focus on, like, the purpose of shit, because everything happens for a reason. I have no idea, like, what I've said in this video, so if I say the same shit, I'm fucking sorry. I did not, like, prepare for this at all. Like, normally if I do a sit-down video, I'll take notes and, like, read off of my notes, but I didn't do that for this video, so I feel like I'm just, like, all over the place, and I'm sorry about that. But yeah, basically that's what happened. It fucking sucks. It is a tragedy. I feel so bad for my grandma, for my aunt, for my dad, for my sisters, for my kids, for my sister's kids. Because at the end of the day, yeah, my mom had issues. She was like the meanest to the people that she loved, because that was how she was loved by her dad. My grandma is the nicest fucking person in the world, but my mom's dad was like literally the fucking devil. I'm sorry, Aunt Tanya, I know he was your dad, but like, he just had some fucking issues. But even that was because of his mom. So it's like the trauma that people endure from their parents literally gets passed down, because you get programmed by the people that raise you, and some people just don't know how to work on it and make it better. And honestly, I was never fucking nice to my mom. Like, I will admit it. I was a terrible daughter. I was terrible.
Hey, Mama.
And I wish...
Hey, Mama.
Hey,
Mama.
baby. Hey, baby.
If
I could go back in time and just do it over again, the main thing that I would do is be nicer, not blame her for everything. Like, the last time I seen my mom was the Thursday before she committed suicide, and she committed suicide on a Sunday. And I remember thinking, my mom looks so beautiful today. I should give her a hug and tell her how much I miss her and how much I need her in my life and how much I love her. And I was gonna do it. And then I thought to myself, that is not our relationship. Like, why? That would be weird for me to do. But now I realize it was like God's way of being, like, trying to push me to have a relationship with her. And, like, I always wonder if I would have done that, would it have changed the outcome? Which probably not, but people that have experienced suicide firsthand know that we do the questioning game. Like, what if I did this? What if I did this? What if I said this? What if I was there? What if blah, blah, blah? And it doesn't fucking matter. Like, what I've learned is that it doesn't fucking matter. If somebody's gonna commit suicide, they're gonna fucking commit suicide. No matter what you do, what you say, how much time you spend with them, like, they're gonna fucking find a way. If there's a will, there's a fucking way. What are you doing? You got buzz. Alright, sorry, my battery died. I don't even remember what I was saying again. Oh yeah, if there's a will, there's a way. There is no... I think that we all have our own fate planned out. I think that when you're born, your death date is decided the day you're born. And the way you die is already planned out, and there's nothing that you can do about it. Like, your time is your time. The way you die was meant to be. My mom actually went to a psychic when she was around my age, and I'm pretty sure they told her she would die a gruesome death before she turned 45. And my mom died a gruesome death at 44. And that little snippet where I said that we sent her to the psych ward a year before she committed suicide, I was like 9 months pregnant with Elijah at the time. And my sister called me and told me that my mom was threatening to commit suicide, and asked me if I could call 911 to have them show up at the house and take her to the psych ward. And so I did, and then I went to my parents' house, and my mom told me that I was the reason why she wanted to kill herself. And I know she was just trying to hurt me, but I also know that there was truth to that, because I was just mean. I was mean, and I took my kids away from her, thinking that I was doing what was best for us, and I'll never know if it was the right thing. I'll carry the guilt with me forever. I'll never stop placing some blame on myself, because I know that there is blame to be placed on myself, and I don't care. I don't care what anyone says. I will own the fact that I played a role in my mom's suicide. Because I know it's true, and I wish I could take it all back. I miss my mom. I miss fighting with her. I miss going shopping with her. I miss her coming and staying with me for the weekend to watch the kids. I miss her cleaning my house and me getting mad at her for doing it the wrong way. Wow. Thanks, bro. No, it's not gonna focus. Hello. My cat fucked up the camera, obviously, because he jumped in the fucking frame. But I just miss my mom. Don't take your parents for granted. Be nice to them. Something that I never realized was my mom's love language was buying things for people. And I told her that she just uses it as a way to try to buy back our love. And then I realized that no, that's how she expressed her love. And I was so fucking mean. Like, my dad could do no wrong, and my mom did everything wrong. And realistically, they both did everything wrong. But at the same time, I know that they tried their best with the cards that they were handed. And yes, my mom could have tried harder, but so could my dad. And at the end of the day, they were good parents to me and my sisters. They just have their own demons, and I never gave my mom grace over it, but I gave my dad so much grace. And I regret being such a daddy's girl, because my mom deserved just as much love as I gave to my dad. But yeah, I guess that's it. Again, if you are suicidal, don't be afraid to reach out to me. I will talk to you about anything. I will tell you how much you are loved. I don't know you, and I love you, because everyone deserves love, and nobody should feel like they're not wanted. Nobody should feel like they're not loved. And I've realized with people that commit suicide, you can't accept the love. Hold on. Baby's getting the cat. He get you? Anyways, I've realized with suicidal people, they can't accept the love that everyone else gives them, and they can't see what everyone else sees in them, because they are incapable of loving themselves. Self-love is so fucking important. You have to find something that you love about yourself. You have to. Like, you're not getting more candy. You're out your mind.
Mom, Daddy.
I'm not giving you candy.
Mom, Daddy.
I'm not giving you candy. Get out of here.
Daddy.
I'm not giving you candy. I'm not giving you candy. Did you poop your pants?
No, Daddy.
You smell like you pooped your pants. Okay, run away. You stepped on it. Come here, give me hugs. Come here, give me hugs. Come on. Come on. I don't remember what I was saying because of Elijah, other than just learn to love yourself. You might not think that there's anything to love about you, but I promise you there's something. There's something. The way you smile, the way you laugh, the way you say a certain phrase, the way you love other people, the way you make people feel about themselves, the way you are nice to the stranger that you have no reason to be nice to, the way that you fucking walk. Like, there is something to love about you. It is not just about the outside, it is about the inside. Even if you are a fucking mean ass person. I am a mean ass person. Like, I fully admit that I am fucking mean, but I am changing and I am growing, and every day I try to be a little bit nicer, and I've realized the mean side of me is just the sad, hurt side of me, and I'm learning to express my sadness over anger. I need to hurry up because this boy literally shit his pants, and I need to change his shitty diaper. But, I love the angry side of me because it protects me. Even if you're mean, that's just your own mind protecting you, and you can work on it. You can work on yourself. You can change yourself. You can be a completely different fucking person in a year or 6 months. Like, you deserve to be here is the simple, you just deserve it, okay? There is so much in this life that is horrible, but there's so much in this life that is beautiful. I actually have, it says, as you believe, so it shall be. I'm very big into manifestation. And then the rain cloud with the rainbow, because there is no fucking rainbow without the rain. What I tell my son, because he's very aware of what happened to his grandma, unfortunately, he knows what happened to his grandma. My family's not the best about not exposing kids to shit that they shouldn't be exposed to, and it didn't help that my sister's son was there when she was found, and my sister's son and Myles are very close. I don't remember if Luca told Myles or if my dad told Myles, but I was pissed about it for obvious reasons because he did not need to know that. And then I had to have the talk with him about mental health, and I basically told him in kid version, there's good days and there's bad days. Grandma let the bad days win. You do not let the bad days win. If you feel that way, you come and tell Mom, and we will do everything to make it so where you love life again. And I hope that you guys find a way to love life again. I hope that you guys remember that it doesn't matter how long the storm is. It doesn't matter how hard the storm is. It will pass. I had the worst year of my life last year. My cat died. A month later, my mom died. 3 months later, my kid's father died. It was the hardest thing I've ever been through. But I'm still here, and I'm doing a really fucking good job. And we are learning to heal, and we are learning to live without them, and we are learning to deal with our grief, and the grief that we have is so strong because the love that we have is so strong. Grief is just love that has nowhere to go, and I just want you guys to know that no matter what, it will be okay. Like, it's okay to not be okay, but after you're not okay, there's gonna be days where you're okay again. Stay alive for your best friend. Stay alive for your cat. Stay alive for your dog. Stay alive for your motherfucking fish. Stay alive for your sisters, your brothers, your grandma, your grandpa, your aunts, your uncles, your mom, your dad. Stay alive for yourself. Like, you fucking deserve this life that you were given. And you don't deserve to feel that sadness. That's what gets me the most, is that my mom was so fucking sad. She was so fucking sad that she committed suicide. She took her own life because she was so fucking sad. And I don't want anyone to feel that way. I don't want my mom to feel that way. I would take it all back if I could. I would restart it all. I would be nicer. I would be nicer. But that's all I got, guys. I don't even know if I'm going to upload this because it was really all over the place, and I don't know how my family's going to feel about me uploading this if I do. Anyways, stay weird, little aliens. Thanks for watching. Subscribe if you want to see more depressing ass videos made by me.